Twitter's not working. Fabulous. Okay, that bit's worked. It's just the Twitter bit that hasn't. For some weird, wonderful reason. Hey Tids, how you doing? I'm having a fight with Twitter at the moment. My go live tweet didn't work for some weird wonderful reason. Or if it did, it's not showing it to me. Which is even worse because I'll have like fucking spammed the damn thing. No, it's not tweeted it. Thanks Twitter, you knob. Good job I keep all this stuff easy to find, isn't it? There we go. Twitter, you great pain in the arse. Hey Grox, how you doing? Just going to quickly do the Discord thing because I would normally do that straight away, but what with the Twitter not playing ball, I'm now ever so slightly behind. It's almost like when I try and go live early so I can finish early to get an early night, the universe says no. There we go, sorted. There we go, that's sorted that out. Hadn't even set that up, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, I think we're all sorted now. Got the game, I've got you folks, got OBS, Twitter is done, Discord is done, dog is asleep in my lap, which is going to make playing the game very difficult, but there we go. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh. Hello everyone. Oh, playing War Thunder with Hans. Tell Hans I said hi, Grox. And that's fine, Tids. You enjoy your lurk when you're lurking. I will carry on, and hopefully more folks will join us later. Hey Rocket, how you doing? Yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I'm really tired today. So this could take a while in spite of the fact that I've started early so that I can finish early. The hulking outline of the Lakeside Museum's dome stretches far above you, like the back of a sleeping beast. From this side, away from the light of the city, only a few glimpses of illumination from high windows hint at anything more than lifeless rock. I've got to say, the museum is a lot less grandiose from the rear entrance. Haven't been back here in years, since I was on guard duty for some event or other when I was a rookie. They had you guarding the back door? Was that official police business? It's the job. Gotta go where they tell you and don't ask questions. Unlike my line of work, where you go where they tell you not to go and ask as many questions as possible. Thank you, Grox. I like the sound of your job better, Carrie. So do I, honestly. Shouldn't you three be getting inside? You've a precious relic to steal and the night is passing us by. What about you, Alex? Aren't you coming with us? Alex stays with the boat. We might need to make a hasty escape if anyone finds us. Hasty is a strong word. In this thing, I think we could probably manage a leisurely escape at best. Okay, then how do we open the door? That is a good question. There's no lock or handle on this side. Step back. Why? So I can show you how New Monstropolis' finest deals with these situations. Are you going to... Sorry, wrong one. See, this is why it's going to take time. Are you going to threaten the door into opening? As you and Max step to the side, Colosora walks up to the door and pokes around the frame until she finds a suitable crack in the stone. With a slithering sound, she spears her armoured tail through the crack and hooks it tight against the edge of the door. Oh, Porthos is awake now. Hello, P. You waking up to see what's going on? Yeah. Oh, no, just a fidget. Quick fidget. Oh. Oh, you wanted baby time. Okay, another thing that's going to make this stream take longer than it should do. The baby. Look at this. You comfy there? Hmm? Can I put you down? Yeah? Can I let you go? Oh, I know. It's terrible, isn't it? Him baby. Hey, Wheezy. Him big baby. He's looking at me like, why did you put me down? How you doing, Wheeze? Oh. It's really hard to play a point and click when you're using my clicking arm. And my pointing arm, I guess, as a pillow. You don't care, do you? No. Not in the least bit. Final stream. Final stream. Hey, Kaiju. Hope you're doing well today. I will apologise in advance if I butcher any of your wonderful writing tonight. I am quite sleepy. That's why I've started early. I'm going to do my best. But no guarantees I won't completely garble everything. B talked me into buying quilting supplies. That's because B is a good bean. Quilting supplies are fun. I don't have space for quilting supplies. You watch as the muscles bulge around the tail's armoured plates. Hear the creaking of stone on stone. Colosaurus' tongue poking out in fierce concentration. Ah, she do a blep. She do a kaiju blep. Wants me to make him a quilt. I mean, if I had somebody that had quilting supplies, I'd want them to make me a quilt too, Wheezy, so I can totally see where he's coming from there. I tried to make a sort of like a half-assed quilt out of my old t-shirts way back when. I shall add you to the list. Oh, no, don't worry about it, Wheezy, it's fine. Can't really have nice things like that with him around anyway. I'll just tear him apart. Won't you, Destructor? My mother very kindly vacuumed the front room while I was working during the week, and within about 5 minutes of her leaving after having vacuumed, Porthos went over to his bed, took the cushion that he has on his bed, pulled all the stuffing out of it and spread it around the living room floor. And then he was just like, yeah, that's better. And then he went to his bed and went to sleep. And every time we tidy it up, he just spreads it back across the floor again. It's like he's not happy unless it's messy. Just can't sleep without the entrails of his favourite cushion all around him. It's a warning to any bedding that would refuse to comply with his wishes. Like me. Seeing as I'm currently his bed. I also require entrails to sleep. I know, Wheezy. Entrails, a little bit of virgin's blood, and some nice harpsichord music, right? Meat is comfy. Ew. Oh. It's like that time we got locked in that basement together. I thought we weren't going to talk about that case anymore. Finally, with a cracking of stonework, the edge of the door separates from its hinges, and Carlosora gently lowers it, frame and all, onto the jetty. Have I ever told you how amazing you are, Carla? That was incredible. You must be great at opening jars with that thing. It's also pretty useful at stopping bar fights. Oh, I bet. Whap, sit the fuck down. We should probably get in. We still have a lot. We've still got to find Onikago's vault. Stay safe in there, you three. Carla is the queer partner who is always asked to open jars. Yeah, I can see that. That works. We've seen what Onikago is capable of. I don't want to be taking this boat home alone. We'll do our best, Alex. Whatever happens in there, I just want to say. Now you stop right there, Carrie. You're coming out of there alive and in as many pieces as you went in. Max, make sure they come out of there, and I'll take back every mean thing I've said about you. You have said a lot of mean things about her. They were all warranted. Hey, RNG, how you doing? That's the deal. And Carla? Tonight's the night you forget you're a cop. I'll try. You're a good kid, Alex. Carla, Max, let's go burglarizing. Let's go make some rich people cry. Working through the labyrinthine hallways beneath the museum takes longer than you'd hoped. Carlosoro leads you down endlessly curving corridors filled with neatly stacked crates and piles of stones that could be exhibits or spoil from renovations. Be gay, do crimes, heck yeah. It's been so long since I was last down here, I'd forgotten just how much of a maze this place is. I wouldn't be surprised if these tunnels went all the way back into the city. Feels like they go on forever. Oh, what kind of crisps you got, RNG? Do you think we can find a map somewhere? You know, with a "You are here, this way to Treasure Vault" on it? Be gay, eat crisps. Yes, crisps. Crisps is good. Doubtful. Life is never that simple. Well, Do you think they would mind if I took some souvenirs? Surely with all this stuff they wouldn't notice a few little pieces go missing. You know, while we're here, stealing the thing that could get us killed, seems like a sensible idea to just pinch a few other bits and bobs too. That couldn't possibly go wrong and definitely get us killed. Ooh, actually that sounds really nice, RNG. We never have cool crisps like that around here. No souvenirs, Miss Maxora. We've come for the idol and that's what we're leaving with. If you're good, I'll bring you back tomorrow and we can go to the gift shop. Remember kids, never do crime while you're doing another crime. Anyone who's ever played an RPG knows they should just steal everything on the way to the treasure. You know, I'm pretty sure that's how my character got arrested for a crime they didn't commit in a D&D campaign I was in. Because one of the other party members stole everything that wasn't nailed down along the way to whatever we were going for. And they thought it was me. So I got arrested. I'd like that. That was not the response I was expecting. The three of you squeeze through another hallway, stacked with crates, that looks functionally identical to the last. You ever think what they did to amass all this junk, Carla? How many lives ruined to collect it all? I try not to think about it, Carrie. This level of theft is something only the wealthy can get away with, well above my pay grade. Can't be arrested for a crime you didn't commit if you commit every crime. That's true, but then you can be arrested for every crime. Although, if I had my way, I'd confiscate the lot for evidence and have it sent back to the original owners. Yes, Carla! You are in the wrong profession, my giant, powerful friend. Hey, Soul, how you doing? Imagine how much one could make by selling those nails by the kilogram. Indeed. Have you ever considered a career in crime? With your skill set, I bet you'd have this place cleared out inside a night. Only every night. Think that makes me a bad cop? What stops you? The badge, mostly. It weighs more than anything in here ever could. Where's the vault? It feels like we've been walking all night. Should be just down this hallway, right underneath the centre of the museum. Oh, that's a spoopy door. Just give you folks a moment to take that in. Nice teeth. Hey, D-Mac. How you doing, mate? Really good run earlier. Super proud of you. So D-Mac's been doing some Metroid Dread speedruns today, and he got a new PB, new personal best. Well done, buddy. Signed that door and totally didn't steal the idea from Owl House. Oh my god! No, you totally didn't steal the idea from Owl House. I fucking love that show. Can't believe I didn't notice. Thank you, but it can be better. It will be better. You will continue to improve. I have no doubt about that. But you did really well today. You arrive at another door, this one far more imposing than the covert one which you entered the museum through, built around the jaws of some ancient mega kaiju. This is a big door. A very big door. It's a fucking great big door. I've never seen a door this big before. Big heckin' door. Carla, do you think you can, you know, rip this one open? Carla wraps her tail around the lock mechanism and attempts to tear it off, muscles bulging under the scales. Eventually, she gives up and steps back in resignation. I might be strong, but that door was built to keep anything short of an old one out. Oh. Very penitent squeak. I will try and find a bit of paper I can write that down on that's within arm's reach, DMAC. Thank you very much. I need to get the Old Zogwart's Curse sound command working for channel points. I've got to write this with my left hand as well. Oh, thank you, Dee. I appreciate that. Porthos is currently laying on my arm. And I kind of don't want to disturb him because he's been reasonably well behaved today, so I just want to let him sleep on my lap while I'm gaming, so that he's not causing any trouble. So yeah, if you like, drop it to me in on Twitter or something, and I'll add it to the list. Only the penitent squeak shall pass. Well, since we don't have any old ones present, what the hell are we gonna do? Just carefully pushing my mouse up the mouse mat without moving my arm. Just using my fingers. Can I still reach the buttons? I can still reach the buttons, good. Reconsider what you're doing with your life every damn day. Thank you for the scritches for Porthos. You should just be able to see on the cam that I am petting him. He's got his head pressed into my arm and he is fast asleep. You might even, if you're really lucky, hear the occasional snore, or maybe, if we're really good, we'll get a couple of sleep balks out of him tonight. Like, this is the vibe I want for the late night lounges most of the time, you know. Me in my jammies, dog asleep on my lap. Porthos actually a Snorlax, he really is. Big sleepy baby. Yes, you, sleepy baby. Oh, you wanted to put your head back on my arm, okay. Hey Buff, how you doing? Okay, I'm thinking, can tell I play D&D, can't you? I'm thinking check the door for secret release mechanisms and or traps. So we're going to do that. You begin running your claws around the sides of the door, looking for any kind of switch that might bypass the lock. What are you doing, Carrie? Looking for a release mechanism or something. There's got to be something. Why would you think there would be something like that? Because there always is in movies. This isn't the movies. I just didn't roll well enough on my search check, did I? That's what it is. I'm not too bad, Tarbuff. A little sleepy. But not too bad. What do you think the odds are that Onikaga wrote down the combination of the door on one of these exhibits? Are you serious? Less than 0. She's evil, not incompetent. Carrie always rolls low on anything that isn't a charisma check. Fucking mood, Kaiju. Me and Carrie? Same. Hard same. I don't do that well on my charisma checks most of the time. You really think she would just leave the combination to the most secure vault in the city just laying around next to the door? Maybe we should look under the doormat for a key next time. Okay, bad idea. I never robbed a vault before. It's too late to just leave and forget the whole thing, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Fuck. Fine. We're monsters, let's act like it. Fuck yeah. Smash and grab. Hey, Carla. Remember that smuggling case we worked together? Why do you keep asking me about cases we agreed not to talk about? I still have nightmares about paperwork from that one. Yeah, but do you remember how we got out of the place? You mean through the wall? Damn right I do. Looks like they made this door out of something kaiju-proof. But it's a big vault. No way they could do that to all the walls, too. What are you two talking about? How do you think we can get through that wall? Carla looks around the room until her gaze lands on a suitable statue. Pointed and heavy. Oh, Washington Monument? Carrie, if you'd be so kind. For old time's sake? Of course. You push the statue across the floor, over to the wall beside the door, and angle it so Carla can get a good grip with her tail. Bad brain. Oh, Buff, I'm so sorry to hear that. Big hugs. And to Buff's brain gremlins, bugger off. Buff is a good bean. Leave him alone. Gods, I want to put Carla in a fight. I would play the shit out of that fighting game, Kaiju. I mean, every time you mention a possible spin-off or follow-up to this, I say I'll play the shit out of it, but that's because I would. This is great. I love it. I want more. Please. Pretty please. Kaiju Knockout. This fall with rollback. Nice one, Rocket. You might want to move back a bit, Miss Maxora. This could get messy. You back up as Carla wraps her tail tightly around the statue. It's a heavy piece of solid granite and takes a lot of effort to get it off the ground. With a heaving grunt, she spins, statue in a vice-like grip, and swings the pointed end through the wall like the battering ram of the gods. Fair, Kaiju, fair. But, you know, maybe see if you can get some of the Kaiju Noir cast a guest appearance at some point. That could be fun. Yakuza style game. Yes. Yes. I really need to actually play the Yakuza games because I've just watched other people play them and started playing one of them and then never found the time to continue playing it. But there's so much my kind of games, you know? Like everything about them. Oof, yes. Perfect. Damn, Carla. You're a force of nature. Carla has made a hole. Carla, panting from exertion, drops the remaining pieces of statue onto the floor and reaches through the gap. A few loud clunk sounds later, and the vault door swings open. Door open. Hope that statue wasn't important. Not as important as the one we're about to liberate. Let's get our hides in there before anyone comes to find out what that noise was. From within, the vault is magnificent. There we go. Rows upon rows of crates, statues, and display stands reach to the distant walls. I've never seen a horde before, but I never imagined one to be so well organised. This place is so much bigger than I'd have expected. Honestly, I honestly didn't expect it to be a pile of treasure in the middle of the room, but there must be thousands of exhibits here. Tens of thousands. How are we going to find the idol in all this? And more importantly, Are you sure I can't take something? It was worth a shot, Max. I'll give you that much. Don't get grabby. We're here for one rock. You can buy yourself whatever you want with the proceeds. Knowing Onikago, she will have anything really special right in the centre, where she can gloat over it. The three of you move deeper into the vault. You can't help but marvel at some of the things you're seeing. Fortunes upon fortunes of artefacts hidden away. You find your fingers gently tracing over objects as you slowly make your way down the aisle. Ancient carvings depicting historic battles between kaiju, slabs of opalescent rock formed into skulls, crates of giant teeth. Max is a very practical thief class, definitely. It's hard to resist the urge to slip a few smaller pieces into your pockets, but you manage it. Stronger than I am, Carrie. Okay, Max. I'm quickly moving on to your side of taking a few pieces home with me. There's a few carvings over there that would look great in my office. Alex would love that Kraken statue. Just his colours, too. Right? Might have to grab that up on the way out. I'm not saying I relate with the villain here, but I kind of bet there's a directory with shelf references and whatnot somewhere. Do you think it's organised like the Dewey Decimal System, but for artefacts? Absolutely. Yes. You see, I'm all for that. You organise your plunder by genre and creator. Bah, why'd you steal one thing when you could confuse the cops and whatnot by making the break-in like a general robbery instead of a targeted one? Exactly, Soul. Sorted by how many Toho films it's appeared in? Yes, Kaiju. Perfect. It's the Toho Decimal System. That's not fair. If you get to take things home, so do I. Okay, let's grab the idol and get out of here before we get tempted to empty the place. I mean, we could do both. As you approach the centre of the vault, you can feel something in the air change. A new sensation that you can't quite place. A presence? A weight in the world? Oh no. Oh, Porthos, why? You have to give me a minute, folks. Oh, that one burns. Fucking hell, dog, what is wrong with you? He did indeed fire his WMD. And has singed all of my fucking nose hairs off. Bloody hell, dog. A presence, a weight in the world. Porthos, like my ass. A little bit, yeah. Thanks, dog. You stinky bastard. God, that one was acrid. Porthos uses gas attack. It is super effective a little bit, yes. A new sensation that you can't quite place. A presence, a weight in the world. Whatever it is in the air, the air suddenly feels hot in this chilly vault. On an obsidian plinth rests a statue of deepest crimson. A ruby that almost comes up to your waist. The crimson old one. And so that people can enjoy it in all its glory. I love it, for the record. Oh shit, Buff, are you okay? Just gonna pause to make sure that Buff is alright. I want to get that thing 3D printed. Yeah, I do not blame you at all. There's a an artist on Twitter who I follow, really, really good artist called Dicey June, who does 3D stuff. They might be able to help you out with that. Oh gosh, okay, Buff. Gentle hugs. Worry about you lot in chat, you know. Yeah, I would, like... So I've got little trinkets from some of my favourite games on my desk. I've got some stuff from the Monkey Island box set on there. I've got a little 3D printed sprite from Hyper Light Drifter. I've got a Narita Boy statue that Mod Hale printed for me and that I painted up. I would quite happily have a little version of the Crimson Old one just on my desk with my other little bits and bobs. Be a lovely little desk trinket, that would. Is this what all the fuss was about? What Lord died for? Yeah, it's big and shiny, but it's just a rock. Anyone to go with my Maltese Falcon statue? That is completely fair, Kaiju. That is a pair and a half, that is, isn't it? That'd be beautiful. If you ever do get it printed and you have it next to your Maltese Falcon, please take a picture for me. Pretty please. Because that's so cool. Oh, bless you, Buff. Sure is. A rock as ancient as our kind, and worth killing for. I want one. Can I have one? I'm not sure how Xander would feel about that. I'll have a look through my hobbyist Rolodex for you, for want of a better description, Kaiju, and see if there's anyone that fits the bill that I can point you in the direction of. Because I know a few folks that do at least dabble with 3D modelling. I mean, I think Calamity Cass does some 3D modelling as well. Calamity Cass is a very, very talented artist. I'll carry it. Carla, would you mind leading the way? This place is a maze and I've already forgotten how we got here. I can at least lift my weight. Awesome, thanks, Tids. No problem. I'd rather get us out of here ASAP. You scoop the idol up. It's heavier than you expected. It also feels... right? You feel like things are more real when it's in your arms. Like it would be difficult to put down again. Ruh-roh. Let's get out of here. Arriving back at the vault door, there is a monolithic figure waiting for you. Double ruh-roh. Her outstretched wings brushing the frame of the massive doorway. Cursed item acquired! Detective, what a pleasure seeing you here. I've got to admit, with her wings unfurled like that, really nice image, really imposing, very cool. Also, hardcore gargoyles vibes right now, which I'm guessing is intentional, Kaiju. Onikago. An unexpected treat, I must say. I'd love to stay and chat, maybe talk about the weather. However, we were just leaving. Oh, I insist you stay, Detective. You are all going to stay right here. Could use a couple of skulls hanging from the belt. Oh, give it time. Give it time. She's so big. I put her on there with wings fully in the picture. She ends up tiny by comparison. I can imagine. She's brilliant. Really, really nicely designed. We have such a lot to talk about. Chapter 12. We're nearly there. You fidgeting? Yeah. Can I? Yeah? Or are you gonna kick up a fuss about that? I'm rather surprised to see you again, Detective. After our little discussion, I thought you wouldn't be back to darken my path. Because you tried to have me killed? Little things like that stop me. Sorry, poor Foss. But you fidgeted in the worst possible way. There we go. I'm currently having to sit with my feet at such an angle that it's like I'm wearing really, really high heels, just so that I can prop the dog up so it doesn't fall off of my lap. The things we do for pets. Next time, if you want to take me off a case, you should try bribery. It's less messy. Would you have taken a bribe? No. But it's a little more subtle than having me slashed in an alleyway. If you were looking for your hired muscle, I believe they are calling in the city morgue. They are easy enough to replace, I assure you. And now I find you in my museum vault, uninvited. We were looking for the gift shop. The gift shop is closed for renovations. Oh, I wanted a souvenir. Explains why we couldn't find it. You have something of mine in your grubby paws. Oh, this? We were taking it to get it cleaned. Awfully dusty down here. And these two creatures, friends of yours, here to help with your petty theft? I came along to see the Egyptian statuary exhibit. I like their cat sculptures. That exhibit doesn't open for another week. Oh, that's adorable, Buff. Not so subtle Monkey Island reference there. Indeed, Kaiju, well played. And hey, Sol, maybe they're distant relatives. And visitors usually arrive during opening hours, through the front entrance. What can I say? I'm just eager. Indeed. And you? You wear the badge of the gutter police. Shouldn't you be arresting these miscreants? I'm starting to wonder. Do you have receipts for any of these items, madam? Maybe I should be arresting you until we make sure that all of those objects were legally obtained. Receipts? This is archaeology. This is preservation. I don't need receipts to take from those who don't know the value of what they have. Then what we have here is an illegal hoard situation. I'm going to have to take this statue in as evidence and call in my squad to catalogue the rest. Ah. Steady on, it's British Museum. I am loving the way that Carla is employing her badge here. This is very good. You filth! Stomping into my museum, breaking into my vault. The door was like that when we got here. The Xander Path goes a lot harder on the anti-British Museum tirade. Fair. Stealing my property. Is it really stealing if you stole it first? You're right, Detective. I shouldn't have sent those kaiju after you. I should have torn you apart myself. Maybe next time on Ogogo. But we'll be leaving now. Oh, I can't let you leave, Detective. Not alive. Tonight your story ends. Maybe in your next life you'll make the right choices. At the crescendo of your story, only one option remains. Book it! Oh, okay, no. Fight. Bad ending achieved! Yay! We're gonna die! Fuck. Sorry I dragged you into this mess, Carla. If we survive this, I'm gonna owe you a drink. I guess if I'm gonna get thrown out of the Force, there are worse ways than this. I'll take you up on that drink, though. Max, take the idol. Keep it safe. And get yourself out of here. She isn't going to stop till she gets that thing back. Got it. Please don't die, Carrie. I won't. Alex would be pissed at me. They died how they lived, nicking stuff from a museum. Thanks, soul. Max takes the ruby from your arms and dashes from the vault, ducking behind the struggling monsters at the door. Onikago, not wanting to let any more of you escape, lunges towards you with claws out. For a kaiju her size, she moves so fast you don't have time to blink before Carla's tail knocks you out of the way. I've let slip far too many of your crimes and petty thugs, Onikago. For once, I'm going to get my claws into you and not let you go. I'm going to drag you back to the station, in bits if I have to answer for your crimes. Bunched claws churn through the air as Carla tries to subdue the demonic form in the best way she knows how. Onikago barely registers the hits, swinging her own talons at the detective, scoring deep gashes into her scales. From your gut, you feel the fire build up, no longer smouldering. It burns and twists inside, alive and angry, begging to escape. Carla, it's about to get hot in here. Go for it. Light up this bitch queen. Yes. It's not stealing if it's from the British Museum. Indeed. Breathing deep, you channel the fire into a lance that cuts deep into the crevice between Onikago's wings. Before we carry on, just, enjoy the artwork. I like that we removed the cigarette from our mouth first. She screams as Carla takes the opportunity to crack the beast in the face. We've got a typo there, Kaiju. Well, yeah, I don't want to burn it that quickly. Yeah, exactly, Tids. I love the single light bulb. Yeah, that's fab. As Carla goes for a knockout punch, Onikago deftly catches the arm by the wrist. You gutter police should learn your place. Consider this your final lesson. She twists the wrist, muscles bulging as Onikago forces Carla to her knees. Ooh. I never was a very fast learner. The sound of Carla's tail cracking into Onikago's ribs shakes the vault. Several objects fall off their shelves. She throws Carla into the shelves, the detective rolling into a ball of scales as she crushes artifacts under her bulk. Onikago swings around to face you, shoulders on fire and Armageddon in her eyes. Little pest. Firebug. How dare you bring your nasty flames into my home? Would be a shame if everything here were to burn, Onikago. So many pretty things. Wonder how many are flammable. You blow a smoke ring in her direction and follow it up with a blast that pierces the ring and smashes a pot behind her. Stop that, worthless creature! Or what? You're going to give me a spanking? At least let me earn it. You leap past her, swinging claws, and drive your shoulder into another stone statue, shattering it to fragments and reigniting the pain in your shoulder. 2 down, a few hundred to go. Ready to stop this, Onakago? I can keep going all night if you can. I'll stop when I've... Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stop when I've you two in pieces. So small they won't be able to get all of you out of the lake. Or maybe I'll just have to eat you. It's been too long since my last meal. Hearing you scream as I tear into your bite-sized chunks sounds delightful. Onakago grips Carla's shovel-like fist as it comes in for another swing, twists it till you hear a bone crack, and flings her into the wall. Carla! Focusing on the burning inside, you breathe deep and unleash the hottest gout of flame ever coaxed from your body. Torrents towards Onakago, a spear of blue fire that crackles the air around it as it travels across the room, and ricochets off Onakago's wing as she shields herself, rebounding out through the vault door and into the hallways beyond. Hey Shay, how you doing? Firebug, Firebug, lend me your ear. She stands before you, impossibly tall, each menacingly clawed hand an ending that you always knew was coming. Firebug, Firebug, nothing left for you here. With incredible speed for someone so big, she grabs you by the throat and lifts you high into the air. You've burnt down the village. All life is now gone. Her other hand grips your injured shoulder, talons sinking into your scales. And when you are dead, no one left who will mourn. The fall awaits you in her gaping maw as she prepares to bite. Delightful, Shay. Did you enjoy it? She stops, frozen, paralysed. Carrie! Looking past Onakago's bulk, you see Max, terrified, her horn glowing, freezing Onakago on the spot. Max, I didn't know you could do that. I can't hold her for long. Get away from her, please. I can't. She's literally got her claws in me. Then let me handle her. Carla's massive tail wraps itself around Onakago's neck, dragging her down to the floor as she stabs her shovel claws into the burned side, again and again. Just so that you can see that. Samus does a snipe on the final boss. Fair play. Screaming, Onakago failed.
Hello there.
We got another typo, Kaiju. Hey, Podlord, how you doing? Screaming, Onakago flails wildly, unable to turn to face her attacker as the claws dig deeper into her flesh. Typo is at least accurate. It is indeed, Tids. And for anybody that's wondering why I'm going, oh, we've got another typo, Kaiju. Kaiju is the creator of this game. Onakago fails. Yes! And this is me showcasing the game, but also helping Kaiju with just catching anything that... With stuff like this, it's really, really difficult to catch everything, even if you go through it multiple times, if you've written it yourself. Because, you know what it's supposed to be. So I'm not doing it to pick fault, I'm doing it to help out, and I'm pretty sure Kaiju knows that, but just in case anybody else was wondering why the sweet fuck I'm doing it, that's why. You have ruined so much of this city, Onakago. For once, I'm going to do my job and stop you from corrupting anything else. Nearly 6,000 lines of text can be tough to proof accurately. Exactly, Kaiju. And you've done an absolutely stellar job. Because we've only found a handful of little things, haven't we? Carrie, Max, get the hell out of here. I have to read this criminal her last rites. Not needing further prompting, you stand, grab Max by the arm, and run from the smoke and blood-filled vault into a smoke and flame-filled hallway. Yeah, exactly, Tids. It's not been many at all. Frankly, there have been less typos in this than I have found playing the Ace Attorney games. Like, the first Ace Attorney, even the remastered version of it, has so many fucking typos in it. So you've done a grand job, Kaiju. The crates and more flammable artefacts are all ablaze, filling the room with the acrid smoke of burning history. Oof. You set the place on fire? No, you did. I was trying to hide behind some crates and a fireball burst from the vault and everything was suddenly burning. Oh fuck. That wasn't supposed to happen. Max starts coughing and trying to cover her face with a wing. Can we get out of here, Carrie? I don't like fire. Sure. Carla is busy finishing with Onikago, so let's grab the idol and get the hell out of here. Where's the idol? That's something I wanted to tell you. What? That little fireball? It kind of hit where I hid the idol. It's in the middle of the fire. Do rubies melt? Fuck. Time to find out. Striding into the fire. That was a really awkward time for my headphones to go into sleep mode. Because the music just stopped and I panicked. Striding into the fire, it takes a few moments to find the statue. Finding a red rock in the middle of a furnace turns out not to be easy. No, you did. Remember? 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 Flashback fade. And you were on fire, and you were on fire, and you were on fire. No flashbacks in my game! Your foot clips the side of something you couldn't see, and now only notice from the way the flames reflect off of the surfaces. I got it. Clutching the statue, you clamber back out of the fire, embers clinging to your scales, letting Max lead you back through the hallways. Do you think Carla will be okay? I think she has a lot of repressed stuff she's working through right now. She'll be fine. She better be fucking fine. I will be very upset if Carla is not fine. There was a lot of fire, Carrie. I guess the gift shop is probably going to be closed for a while then. Sorry, Max. I know you wanted a souvenir. That's alright, Carrie. I think we got a pretty nice souvenir right here. You and Max stumble out of the rear exit. The cool air from the city hits you like a hammer after the heat of the museum. Old ones, it feels nice to be out of the basement. I thought I was about to suffocate in that last hallway. I kinda liked it, but I was hatched in a volcano. You're back. What happened? Wait, why is the museum on fire? Carrie, you did this, didn't you? It was self-defense. The museum attacked me. Wheezy, you still there? I found you. Hey, that's my line. Wheezy, it you. The amount of times you said similar things to that to me. I attack the museum. In general conversation. Just... Cast fireball at the museum. A likely story. What happened to Carla? Carla is in there doing what the police do best to Onikago. It's pretty messy. If I was remotely good at video games, I would get this game based on that line alone. Well, to be fair, the nice thing about a visual novel is that it's like reading, but with music and pictures added to it. And also, yeah, if you do actually want to get a copy of Kaiju Noir to support MB Kaiju, and encourage them to make more projects, there is the link, everybody in chat. I think it's like, I might be slightly off here, but I think it's about a tenner, so it's very reasonably priced as well. Sorry, tank video, what happened? Carrie cast fireball at the museum. Oh, don't worry about it, Buff, it's perfectly fine. I hope you enjoyed the tank video. Yeah, Carrie cast fireball at the museum. Carla is inside fighting the owner of the statue, and Carrie and Max have fled from the museum, which is burning, with the statue. Onikago was here. So much for a smooth operation. I'm glad you're both safe. Not only safe, we got ourselves a souvenir. You hold up the statue for Alex to see. Behold, the Crimson Old One. Ta-da! A relic of ages past, symbol of a long-dead aristocracy, giant fucking ruby of unimaginable value. And it's all ours. Did it always have a great big crack in it? Oh, fuck, it does as well. Oopsie. They don't melt, but they do crack under a certain amount of heat. What? It's got a big crack running down the side. Didn't you notice that when you grabbed it? We were in a rush. Onikago had just gotten the jump on us. Some super glue will sort it. Bit of resin. Get some resin dye that's the same colour. Just fill the crack in. Sand it down very gently. Sorted. No one will ever know. Antiques Roadshow isn't gonna like that. God, can you imagine Kaiju Antiques Roadshow? That'd be amazing. Green stuff and red gem paint. Be fine, be fine. When your Twitch chat is full of tabletop hobbyists. Even if it was complete, the buggers would have only valued it at a tenner, yeah. Some Blood Angels red contrast paint right there, indeed. I mean, I've got a very nice ink wash that would make it just as shiny as the rest of the ruby as well. Be fine, it's all good, it's all good. We have the tools, we can patch it up. It wasn't there before, Carrie, do you think? Fuck. The fire. I didn't know. Do you think that's gonna knock something off the resale value? We have the technology! Yes. 3D print a new one, paint it to look like the old one, sell it, unlimited profit. Yes, soul. Carla stumbles, coughing, through the door, clutching her broken arm, and collapses on the jetty. She's alive! Best girl has returned to us. She's alive-ish. She's still breathing, and she's only got one broken arm. So it could be worse. She leans back against the low wall and attempts to rinse some of what can only be bits of Onikago off her claws. Mmm, viscera. 1 out of 2 is good odds, exactly, Pudlord. Glad to see you both got out safe. Carrie, remind me never to go on cases with you again. I'll add that to the list of times you've told me that. I like Carla's eyes. Carla has great eyes, and I really like her jaw as well. Like, I really like Carla's design in general. She's just a really cool monster, you know? Really good kaiju. But yeah, she's a wonderful design. With a big strong tail too. Is Onikaga no longer a problem to the city? I'm not sure what the hell I'm going to tell the chief about all this though. Oh, thank you very much, Buff. I'm glad you like it. It took me like 4 hours to come up with that when I did the first Kaiju Noir stream, because I was like, I want it to be a film noir reference, but I also want it to be a Godzilla reference. How do I... Yes.
Excellent.
Grunt Birthday Party doesn't work at the moment. So when I switched over to Stream Elements, I lost a lot of the like randomized sounds that I had, because Stream Elements chatbot doesn't do randomized sounds in a single command. I now have a new tool that does that, but it will only let me upload a certain amount of sounds before I reach my limit, and I don't know if I can like pay them to let me have more space or whatnot. So I've got to like play around with stuff, and I've only really put the stuff that gets used a lot on there so far. But yeah, I'm making a lot of changes to the way the sound commands work so that you can have your randomized sounds back and have things like Grunt Birthday Party without it just being all fucking jank and whatnot. But it's going to take me a little while to get everything how I want it and get the bot into a comfortable position. So, no Grunt Birthday Party for now, but as it's not there, yay! Will that do? It's not quite as good as actual Grunt Birthday Party. In fact, it's not as good at all, but that's beside the point. It's the best they can do. Fuck off, D-Mac. Oh, you're lucky I like you lot. Hey, this is what happens when you beat a dead horse.
You're goddamn right, homie.
I don't have one. Oh my god. I try to do something nice. The really bad thing, Kaiju, is that you put that in chat and now I've got the Pokemon battle theme playing in my head. Complete with the bit when, you know, they spot you and it goes into battle mode. So, cheers. See, it works. What if Poké Rap though? I wish I could still remember all the lyrics to the Poké Rap properly. Like, I can get a little way through it, but then I'm just like, nah, I can't remember them now. Not in the right order for the rap anyway. They don't exactly teach toppling power structures at the academy. Gee, I wonder why. But what about the perfect Poké Rap? I don't know the perfect Poké Rap, Pudlord. You're going to have to stick that one in the jukebox during a happy hour at some point. In fact, if you want, I think you can still put song requests in now. I haven't actually turned the command off, so if you're likely to forget before the next happy hour, feel free to song request it now, and it will join the queue for next time. Yep, that worked. It is not playing in 10 minutes 31 seconds. It's like 900 something Pokemon now. Isn't it more than 1,000 now, Buff? Oh god, that's way too long to put in the jukebox. Okay, fair play. Too busy teaching how to oppress the masses, right? She sighs, wincing at the pain in her arm. You just don't let up, do you, Carrie? Can't say you're wrong, though. Yeah, and at least 20-something of them, last time I counted, are legendaries. Which is just... damn. Anyway, why are you all looking so down? We got the damned rock. About the rock. What has Dwayne Johnson done? There's some bad news. What happened to the idol, Carrie? It got broken in the fight. Either the fire or something else happened to it. It's in the perfect poker app. It's a BDG Unravel video that ends with it. It's 30-minute long lecture into a 9-minute rap. Damn. You show collars or where got another one, Kaiju. Fire happened. Yeah. I don't know if it's a missing word or an extra word. Yeah. You show Carlos Aura where the idol is cracking. That'll do. Xander is going to be pissed. They've spent centuries trying to track this thing down. How could it break? The idol is older than the city. Is it a fake? Could be. Xander's Kaiju could have grabbed the wrong one from the surface, or someone made a duplicate. You wouldn't have known. Be gentle with it, Carrie. Looks like it's breaking more. Oh, you fucker, it is as well. If it was a fake, then Onokago would have noticed. She'd have sold it off to Xander, and they would have given up anything for it, real or not. In before it's a weird egg. It's definitely a real ruby, if that helps. I know my gemology. So if no one wants it, I'll take it. I think Xander would be a little upset if you took the stone they have spent so long hunting. Will someone tell me what the hell is going on here? We could stick it back together, tell Xander it always looked like that. Thank you, Pudlord. I'll take a look after the stream. Oh, I like that idea. The thing is ancient. Of course it would have some cracks. I think I know what's going on, and glue isn't going to stop it. The three of you turn to Alex. Come on, Alex. Don't hold out on us now. If this cryptic bullshit is how you two spend your nights, I'm glad we don't hang out anymore. I can't be sure, but I think that priceless treasure you have there is about to hatch. Glue could stop it, you don't know. Hey, if it is egg! Egg! Glue the egg shut! They stole a baby. They did steal a baby. Chapter 13. Unlucky for some. Ruby egg. Resting the idol gently on the lip of the stone jetty, the four of you huddle as best you can around the cracking crystal. The heat fucking made it hatch, yep. It just needed somebody to sit on it for a bit. Or nuke it, apparently. Hatching? What are you talking about, Alex? Rubies don't hatch. They do if they aren't just rubies, Carrie. I think Alex is right, Carrie. Haven't you ever been to a hatching before? Only my own. Can't exactly remember all the fine details. Cracking crystal, Gromit. Well done, Wheezy. Well done. Carrie, you thick fuck. If this thing is really as old as the old ones themselves, then they protected it with everything they had. It's worth more than anyone ever thought. Oh, Kaiju? You enjoying us enjoying the game? Because it is grand. Worth more than a giant, one-of-a-kind ruby? Maxora, think about it. The old ones didn't have money. No economy, only survival. When you're fighting to survive, what's the most important thing? Oh, hey Kaiju's partner! Thank you for helping them write this bit. It's really good. The whole game's been really good.
Hello there.
That life goes on. So, all those stories about having some kind of power over our kind? Xander said something when I first... Oh, we got another one, Kaiju. Xander said something when I first went to talk to them. Something about the stone being the key to our survival. Oh no! The boy, he awakens! Bye! He is no longer comfortable. Porthos awakens! He's just gone over to his bed. Hang on. Let's see if he's actually on Porthos cam. There you go. Have some Porthos cam for a bit. Saves you all looking at me. He wasn't talking about some kind of status symbol or weapon. It's an egg. An old one egg. An egg? Are you saying we just robbed a nursery? Oh, of course not. Onikago obviously didn't know what it was. To her, it was just another shiny stone in her hoard. Something that'll lord over Xander. Wait a minute. If this is an egg... Congratulations, Carrie. You are about to become a brood parent. Ruh-roh. We're going to have to hatchling-proof the whole office. I can't be a brood parent. I don't know the first thing about raising old ones. What do they eat? Pizza? Give it some pizza fingers, I'm sure it'll go right to sleep. If anybody gets that reference, I will be surprised, but appreciative. If the stories are true, everything. Raise a god on pizza. Yes! Now I want a kaiju pizza. Oh, yes! Kaiju pizza. And don't even think about asking me to hatchling sit. I'll hatchling sit. I like kids. How come this thing never hatched till now? It's been rolled around the world for thousands of years. Obviously it didn't have the right conditions. The old ones were all about survival after all. Carla is right. I wouldn't have hatched it. It wouldn't have hatched if it wouldn't survive in the world. It needed the right environment. What are you talking about? You really are dense sometimes. You were hatched in a volcano. Think about it. It's your breath, Carrie. The egg needed to get hot. Real hot. And you're the only kaiju I know that sets fire to their own office by accident. Carrie, you thick fuck, yep. I love Carrie. Carrie's a good bean. A dense, but good bean. Which means the kid is probably going to be a fire breather like you. Just what the city needs. Another arsonist in training. I reckon it were arson. Carrie, arson around. Oh, soul. Yee. There's a thought I didn't need. So what do? I don't know how to be a brood parent. Just be there for them, Carrie, no matter what. That's more important than most hatchlings get. That's more than most hatchlings get, even. Oof, boy, I am getting sleepy. I think I can do that. I'm gonna try. Oh! The baby! Oh! Oh! Look at his spoopy little face! I know I was gonna let you have Porthos Cam, but look at your baby! It's so cute! Who's an adorable little kaiju? You are? I wish to pet the dangerous baby. Magic, Pudlord. With a soft cracking sound, the idol slowly breaks apart before your eyes. Oh, kaiju! Hugs. Many big hugs. No cry. A grasping limb reaches out from the lower half of what is now obviously shell, and a hatchling head pokes up over the edge to look you in the eyes. For a hatchling, it's large, with limbs already oversized for the body, ready to be grown into. In that moment, you know, deep in your gut, that you would never let anything happen to this kid. I am definitely in the I will kill everyone to protect this adorable little baby pot right now. 'Cause look at that face. I think they like you, Carrie. Reaching a paw towards the hatchling gently, it reaches back and grabs you firmly by the finger. Oh. That's so cute. That's so cute. You and me both, Tids. Well, you check out these paws. This kid has a strong grip. Alex squats down next to the newborn, who looks up at the pair of you sleepily. They are so big already, for a kid. We're definitely going to need some advice on how to raise an old one. I don't think they write guidebooks for this kind of thing. The hatchling's eyes cross for a moment, then it hiccups loudly, and a wisp of smoke rises from their nostrils. Whoa! He's a smoky baby. Carla stands up painfully. That's the fryer breather, alright. It sneezed. It did. For what it's worth, I think you two will make pretty good brood parents. Just can't be any worse than mine. Oh, it's so cute. I'm calm. Kaiju, it's Yuis that did all the art for this, right? Please, next time you speak to them, tell them that the baby kaiju is stream murderingly adorable. 'Cause damn, I can't focus. It's so cute. Xander is going to be so angry. Okay then, Kaiju, both of you. Damn! You have murdered the stream with cute. Well done. Double team. They've been searching for the idol for hundreds of years, and now it's gone. I don't know. In their way, they helped bring the old ones back into the world. That's got to count for something. And there's always what's left of the egg. That's still all solid chunks of ruby after all. Think Xander would be happy with a chunk of the egg and a great story to go with it? I think they'll have to be. You grab the large shard of egg that doesn't have a hatchling in it and hand it to Alex. As fragile as the ruby became when it hatched, it again seems as solid as stone can be. That'll do for Xander, and it should at least cover the cost of this adventure. Max, grab yourself a bit. It's payday after all. Her eyes glitter like sapphires as she peruses the shards. May I? Won't Xander be mad? You played your part in this as well as anyone. Go on. I don't care if you sell it or wear it, but you've earned it. She looks closely at the pile and grabs a piece with one of the statue's horns. Good choice. You get some ruby, and you get some ruby, and everybody gets some ruby! I like this bit. Thank you, Carrie. Now, did I see that right? Did a piece of the ruby actually disappear then? Are they actually taking pieces away from the art as it's going through? Yes! Yes, I did see that. That's great. Really nice little detail there. Well done. Love it. You pick up the base of the shell, still containing the newly hatched kaiju. I think this should be just about enough to cover my expenses. This kid is going to cost a lot to keep fed. I doubt Xander would disagree. We'll have to bring them over to see the hatchling soon, though. This is something I'm sure they'll want to see for themselves. Oh, I can imagine kaiju. Alex, your turn. Buy yourself a dozen swivel chairs. Yes, more chairs. We love a good chair in this channel. Bless you, Porthos. Don't mind if I do. Alex scans the pieces carefully and picks up the broken tail. There it goes. Bye-bye, tail. I like this bit. It shall be the source of many future puns. Alex, you will always be my favourite. Oh, God's not the puns. The kid is going to be raised with a healthy attitude towards punning, Carrie, and you can't stop me. Hi, baby. What's up? How about you, Carla? We wouldn't have made it through this without you. She shakes her head, wincing at the pain in her arm. No can do, Carrie. I did a lot of illegal things tonight. Things that are going to take a lot of thinking about before tomorrow. I don't need a chunk of stolen evidence in my den complicating things. Fair? You nod and reach down to pick up a small jagged piece of ruby. Then I'm going to hold on to this for you, just in case you ever decide it's time for a change of career. Aw, Carrie, you're a good bean. You really think I'm going to quit the force? I think you hate it there. What you do with that hate is up to you. You're a twisted creature, Carrie. I'm glad you're my friend. I can think of a couple of people I'm pretty sure I've said that to. On the jetty, the last fragments shine gently in the low light. Use the hate, dismantle the system. What about the rest of these pieces? It would feel wrong taking more than my share. Agreed. These pieces belong to someone else. With a flick of your tail, you send the remaining shards out into the lake. A series of soft plonk sounds herald their journey to the icy depths. Use your hate. Let it guide you. Indeed. There you go, Law. You took us as far as you could, and took the fall for it. You deserved better. Sorry, Law. I should have trusted you. Wherever you end up, I hope those rubies buy you a lot of drinks. You earned them. You all stand in silence, staring out across the lake. A moment of silence for Law, who was a very cool designed kaiju and was taken from us far too early by Onikogo's stooges. Bob Speed, Law. Still feel bad for Law, but it won't be forgotten. Good. Such a waste. Those could have been used to clothe the little critter in the future years. Yes, but paying honour to your fallen comrades is important. And Law may have been a bit of a pain in the arse at times, but they were technically a fallen comrade. So what do we do now? Throw rubies to pay respect. Exactly. First, we need to get the hell off this island. Agreed. The museum's still on fire, and no doubt by now half the force will be on the way to check it out. And I need some sleep. It's been a long night. We should get this hatchling somewhere safe. What about me? Once we're back in the city, you and I have one last piece of business to attend to. Oh, aren't we done? You tickle the hatchling's scaled belly. We've got another one, Kaiju. You tickle the hatchling's scaled belly with a claw. They smile, and a tiny smoke ring escapes their mouth. Yes, good baby. Human babies are air, but kaiju babies, yes. Kaiju babies, yes. Not for you, Max. There's someone I want you to meet. Why have you brought me here, Carrie? Isn't this where Law was planning to meet me? It is. I thought it would be appropriate if we came and had a drink together, in his memory. Can't say I got to know Law very well. He was rude and obnoxious, but he brought us together, and deserved to see it through to the end. That's fair. He deserved better than he got. I'll drink to his memory once. This once. How's the night been, Stoner? All quiet? He shrugs, tail swinging lazily. I love Stoner's design. It's so cool. This is Miss Maxora, a friend. Would you be able to keep her company for a few minutes while I talk to your boss? Why all the mystery, Carrie? You'll find out soon. I promise. Okay, but this better be worth it. Stainer, is it? I like your antlers. They're really shiny. I like Stainer's antlers too. They are very shiny. Oh! Okay, you can tell I'm sleepy because the cute stuff is really getting to me tonight. Stainer actually blushes. You laugh and stomp into the near empty bar. Blushy face. Hey, Porthos. Yes, I'm getting overexcited, aren't I? And it's bothering you. And now I have an eyelash in my eye. I promise I'm not crying. It is cute, but not reducing me to tears cute, I promise. It's great. Don't get me wrong. Not crying. Rax is tending bar for a few quiet drinkers, cleaning glasses and moving fluids around the stone countertop with a rag. Blackpool, good to see you again. I must admit, I was more than a little worried when you left my joint a bloody mess. Stainer was not happy cleaning all the blood out of the alley. I had to pay him overtime and he just wouldn't shut up about it. You know how he goes on. It's just raining, eh? Yeah, exactly. You know how he goes on. Sure. It's good to see you too, Rex. I miss the smell of this place. Like a chemical refinery that caught fire and sunk into a swamp. Damn. I like to think it has a kind of homely charm to it. You come in for a drink, or you're looking to bother my regulars again? You toss the necklace over to Rex, who fields it with a pincer. Actually, I've come to sell my tab. He looks down at the pendant sullenly. Oh, you couldn't find her? Figures. I've lost my chance then, haven't I? Bugger. Not quite. In fact, I've got someone I'd like you to meet. You poke your head out of the door and beckon Max in. Rex, I'd like to introduce you to someone. Max enters the room, at first taking in the dinginess of the bar, before her eyes land on Rex. Rex, meet Maxora. The cup that never seems to leave his hand falls to the floor and smashes behind the bar. I believe you two have a lot to talk about. For the first time since you met him, Rex actually seems speechless. Rex, is that you? Yeah, kiddo. It's me. It's been a long time. It's good to see you again. Yeah. I'm sorry. I should have been there for you. Never got the chance to say goodbye before. You know. But I wanted to tell you I always loved you. And I always will. Thanks, brother. It's Max now, by the way. Rex nods and slides the can across the bar towards her. I missed you, Max. All through the war and after. I never stopped looking. Just wasn't anything to go on. It's a big city. You couldn't have known. That was a different time. And we were different kaiju. What have you been up to all this time? She sighs and sits down at the bar. Where do I start? I'll leave you two to it then. Rex, I think this settles us. Max, welcome home. Thanks, Carrie. How did you know? Thank Alex. He saw the same symbol on one of your rings as on Rex's pendant. It's not something you see every day. That boy has sharp eyes. Oh, please thank him for me too. Thanks, Flatpaw. Come back any time. I might take you up on that. I'd say stay safe, but I don't think there's anything you two couldn't overcome working together. You make sure to look after the kid. Oh. So, my energy saving thing for the monitor popped up and covered the name box then. I was just like, okay, I'll just keep reading, it'll be fine. Nope. Need the name boxes. You make sure to look after the kid. And try to keep out of trouble. Wait. What kid? We've got a lot to catch up on, big brother. Epilogue! Seeing Carrie without a coat on is weird. Hey Sheridan, how you doing? Naked Carrie. Are they actually like? Am I going to get banned for TOS violations here? Does that extend to kaiju? Thank you for confirming, Kaiju. Phew. So there shouldn't be any problems with the adoption process. I have a friend at City Hall who owes me a favour. Wicked. Half the city owes you favours, Alex, including me. One day you're going to cash them in and end up owning most of the city. Looking around the room, it's hard not to think about all the ways things have suddenly changed in a few short nights. I'm also weirdly tired today, Sheridan. But I'm glad you're doing okay. And yeah, I'm having an alright day. I hope you are too. Oh my, Buff! I mean, if anyone's going to know the answer to that one, it'll be Kaiju. I don't pretend to understand the anatomy of giant monsters. Glad to hear it, Sheridan. I never thought I'd end up a brood parent. Can't say it doesn't feel weird. Does it feel right? Yeah, in a way it does. This kid needs a home. We can be that. Yeah, fair play, Kaiju. That works. Can't be worse than our brood parents. We can give the kids something better. We can't keep calling them the kid. They need a name. Well, I've never named a hatchling before. Heck, I wasn't even allowed a puppy.
Look at the muscularity.
I was thinking that, Soul. You look down at the hatchling, sleeping soundly on the couch. Oh, that's gonna change. The kid is a great name. The kid is a great name. They are wrapped in the remnants of your old coat. Ah, that's why we're in the buff. And not the buff Grinch. That would be weird. Sorry, Buff. Curled up inside the broken ruby shell. Check 2 flashbacks. 'Tis fine. Cool. How about Crimson? Not a very original name, I know, but I think it suits them. God, that made me jump. Like, I was not expecting Godzilla today. In this stream, of all streams, you'd expect me to expect Godzilla, but nope, I did not. Scare myself from my own fucking sound commands. Totes profesh. Crimson lets out a little burp of flame as they dream away in their little nest. Nyong. Texquig's like, no, we'll have no more Godzilla right now, thank you. No one expects Godzilla, not even Tokyo. Indeed. I like it. It's a good name to grow into. Good name for our little monster. I've never had to care for another life form before. What happens if I fuck it up, Alex? Then you'll learn from it. Fucking up is part of the process. Xander said they would send us anything they could dig up on Old One life cycles. Seems to think this little hatchling is gonna get big. Carla also stopped by to let us know she smoothed everything over with the law. As far as anyone knows, Onikago perished in a mysterious fire. Very mysterious. Her arm is still pretty busted up. Going to be in a sling for a while. We should send her donuts or something. She should send us donuts. Hers are better. Oh, and Rex sent over a crate of Monster Mash. Said something about not liking debts to go unpaid. That boy has a real soft heart under all that hard shell. How do you think he and Maxora are getting along? Ah! So, one of the nice things about the new bot is that some sound commands can be triggered without the exclamation mark. So I think Godzilla, Mothra and Hello can all be triggered just by saying the word. Because that way, when someone says hello when they pop into the stream, I know to look at chat to make sure that I say hello to them, even if I'm really, like, deep in what I'm doing. And no worries, Rocket. And the kaiju ones, I figured I'd just leave those because it's a nice surprise when someone mentions any kaiju in my chat, and for me it's a terrifying surprise. Yeah, I like to mix things up a little bit every now and then, so one day at a time, like the rest of us. She came through for us in the end. I'm proud of her. And I'm glad she has someone like Rax in her life again. Those two have a couple of lifetimes to catch up on. That's gonna take time. From their little nest, Crimson makes little mewling noises in their sleep. In their face, you can see a future. An uncertain one, but a future all the same. I wonder how the humans will react when they see a brand new old one climbing out of the earth. They are in for a hell of a surprise. Though, that might not be for hundreds of years. No one knows how long old ones take to mature. No, it still doesn't like exclamation mark commands inside the text, unfortunately, but there are ways around that. I just didn't remember to do it for Kaiju Noir because I'm an idiot. Young old one, indeed. Gonna guess building a giant gun of some sort, possibly a large robot. Possibly a large robot with a giant gun of some sort attached to it. Both is good. Maybe they will have learned better by then. Maybe we can teach Crimson better. You and me, Carrie, we'll be there for them. From the door comes an urgent knocking. Godzilla vs. Gundam Man. And a strained voice. Excuse me, are you open? I need help. I didn't know where else to go. What do you think? Are we open for a fresh case? I don't know. What does it say on the door? It says, Detective Karabara, private investigator. I finally got the graffiti off. Oh, did it, Rocket? Neat. Perhaps a giant robot with multiple giant guns attached. Yeah, that works. Giving offerings to the Great One, Glottis. Glottis. You solved 2 cases this week, adopted a hatchling that may one day crush cities, and ruined your favourite coat. To say it's been a long week would be an understatement. What the hell? I'm feeling helpful tonight. Show them in. And put the kettle on, Alex. I have a feeling it's going to be another long night. The end. This is adorable. I love it. Thanks for playing Kaiju Noir. We hope you've enjoyed this monstrous visual novel. Before we go, we have a few messages to leave you with. Consider them a not-so-subtle rehashing of what this story has been all about. Trans rights are worth fighting for. It's never too late to be who you really are. Fuck TERFs. If you've got trans family or friends, be there for them. Be a real scary world for them. Thanks, bro. I missed you. Family are the people who care about you, not necessarily the ones that raised you. All cops are bastards. Abolish police states. End prisons. Build something better through community support. Wait, aren't you still a cop? For now I am. So I know what I'm talking about. I can't remember the voice I had for Xander. You know what? As much as I do want to go through them all with the voices, I'm going to start failing at them. So, fuck it. Because this is on point with my sentiments anyway. Eat the rich. They are a great source of protein and wealth for redistribution. Stomp some fascists if you get a chance. It's fun and makes the world a better place. A lot of us carry a kaiju crapload of trauma through our lives. Give yourself permission to deal with it at your own pace. This is a big one for a lot of you. I've had conversations with you about it in multiple happy hours. We all have our ways to cope with the rough times. Best thing we can do is be there for each other. Seek professional assistance to help deal with problems in your life if you can. Game says so, so it must be right. Exactly, Kaiju. Memories are worth more than shiny stones. Chase the things most important in your life. When did this become a group therapy session? Shut up, Carrie. Therapy helps a lot of folks. No judgment here. Where are we up to? Thanking the folks who made this all happen. Now, I'm going to apologise, because I may pronounce things wrong here, and I am sorry to anybody that I butcher the name of. Thank you to Luis Abadas. Abadias? There we go. Names are hard. Thanks to Kitar Bard for the rocking soundtrack. Thanks to the other wonderful artists that contributed to the game, and to our awesome testers. Damn right! Of course, thank you all for playing, supporting the game, and all your encouragement. This is a big project, and you all made it happen. If you feel up for it, maybe give the game another play. Who knows what you might learn about our world. Yeah, I know, Soul. This is what happens when you steal bits from everybody else's languages and try and make a single uniform language out of it. We end up with this mess. Enough, perhaps, for a sequel? Right, Kaiju? Pretty please? I caught the quick save button as I was pulling back then. Yes! Depends on how well this one sells. Gotta keep the artists fed. On that note, buy Kaiju Noir. I want a sequel. Until next time, stay safe. Look after yourselves. And each other. If any of them says wash your fucking hands, I will be very upset. You are not alone. Hey, both of us. Yes, I know, baby, I know. I'm done. It's done. Finished it. Yeah. Yeah. That was his tail smacking against my waste paper bin. If you're wondering what that was. I was very tempted to have Law say wash your fucking hands. Really? Stole my line. What would my kaiju form be? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna leave the music for the game menu playing in the background. Also, Kaiju, fucking love the fact that it's gone from being a black and white menu screen to being all colourful. That's wonderful little touch for when you've completed the game. Love it. Not too late to patch. Sort of soul. I know, poor sauce. Do you want to come up? Will that make you happy? Come on then. Oh. Colour comes into the world just after the egg hatches. Oh my god, that's amazing! Love it. Love it. So, that was Kaiju Noir. that was brilliant. MB Kaiju, thank you so much. It's such a wonderful game. I'm so glad that I've had the opportunity to play it. So thank you for giving me that opportunity. I really, really hope everybody's enjoyed watching me play it as well. It's wonderfully written, wonderfully illustrated, great story. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And Buff, I am really going to have to think about your question, because I don't know. Never really thought about it. Like, I really like Carrie's design. I think if I was going to be a kaiju, I'd want to be something kind of like Carrie is. So, more on the sort of dragon-y end of the scale, I guess, but not like an actual dragon. I'm so glad you've enjoyed watching me play it, Kaiju. Like, of all the folks that have been watching, the one I wanted to disappoint the least was you, if you know what I mean, because you've put so much into this, and it's so clear that you've put so much into this, and I really didn't want you to have a bad time watching me playing the thing that you had worked so hard on. Do griffins count as kaiju? Well, they're a mythical beast more than a kaiju, aren't they? Because they're not. They're sort of lion-sized rather than super big. I don't know. That's really sweet, Kaiju. I love that. Do they count as a cryptid? The whole, like, cryptid, kaiju, mythical beast Venn diagram is a very hotly debated topic in some circles. I tend to avoid it as much as possible. But yeah, I think... I mean, I'd love to have some... If I was going to be a kaiju, I think I'd like to have, like, some sort of insect elements, because obviously... Bug nerd. Exactly, Buff, yeah. Definitely some sort of insecty type bits. Maybe like a... somewhere between the kind of style that Carrie is and like a praying mantis or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'd really have to think about it. Like wings would be cool as well, but probably get caught on the door a lot. She's just big, not strange. I'm not a kaiju either. I'm just strange, not big. I'm small. Maybe a beetle hunt. Oh, yeah, actually, like a beetle kaiju would be perfect for me. So I fucking love beetles, look. Beetle friend. Wheezy gave me that. And the other beetle that is on my desk, and the wasp and the scorpion that go with it. But yeah, like a beetle of some variety as the basis would be cool. I could get behind that. Thank you for the scritches for Porthos, Buff. So yeah, that was great. Thank you so much, Kaiju.
Hello there.
Hello, Hans. Thank you for popping your head in. Hope you had fun. You were playing War Thunder, weren't you? I'm really bad at remembering the names of things. Yeah, I hope you had a nice evening. Oh, I'm so glad, Kaiju. You killed the rich and radicalised the cop. I'd call this a very productive time. Yeah! We done good. We done good. Hey, if you enjoy it, that's what matters, Hans, whether it's balanced or not. So, I will be going back, finally, as I'm sure Soul is saying, to my Hollow Knight playthrough next Saturday, now that Kaiju Noir is complete, because I don't like having unfinished games, and I will admit now, and I will admit it again next week. I have progressed a little bit outside of the stream, and I am sorry for that. Basically what I did was I started again to see if I was able to get myself to the same point but die less. And I was having so much fun exploring that I accidentally went to a couple of places that I'd not been to on stream. And I've tried to avoid any boss fights that I didn't do on stream. But I am significantly better off in this new save than I was in the old one. I think I died maybe once so far, and that was fighting Hornet. But yeah, so I'll be going back to that, and what I will try and do is take you folks to the areas that I've been to and explored that I hadn't explored on stream, so that you still get to experience them. It's just that I won't be experiencing them for the first time on stream, and I know some of you really enjoy my reactions to the new locations and stuff like that, so yeah, there is a giveaway running. I can't remember what for, but seeing as I can actually access my keyboard at the moment. Oh, you beat me to it, Buff. Thank you very much. Yeah, so it's a copy of Primal Carnage Extinction. If you would like to be entered in for a chance to win it, please feel free to !ticket. In chat, you get your first ticket for free. Every ticket thereafter is 5 tokens, I think. And if you want to buy more than one ticket, you can do what Tidders has just done and say !ticket and then the number. You can purchase up to 10 tickets. And DMAC is deliberately not typing it properly because he does this every time because he's a bugger. What am I going to do with you, Lotte? I only have one joke. You have more than one joke. Okay. I am going to take us to the ending screen because we've had a little chat. We've talked about what's happening going forwards, so I think we're all good. Seriously, this has been such a wonderful game to play on stream. I've really enjoyed it. I really truly hope you've all enjoyed it too. What it said in the credits at the end there is 100% my sentiments on the matter. Trans rights are human rights. If you have family, friends who are queer, who are trans, who are anywhere within the wonderful rainbow of humanity, do your best to love and support them, because the world out there right now is beyond cruel and dangerous for them, and unless we try and fight it, that's never gonna change, and it fucking should. And there is nothing better in this world than found family. I love my mother. She's been nothing but supportive of me my entire life, but I love my found family just as much. And you folks know exactly who you are, for those of you lurking about in the chat. You mean the world to me. And I'm sure each and every one of you listening to me right now has somebody like that in your lives too. So, you know what? We're gonna do things a little differently tonight. I'm gonna do the giveaway. If you want to enter, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little bit for the lag. The giveaway is closed. Tidders, congratulations! You've won a copy of Primal Carnage Extinction. I will send you the code via a DM, probably in the morning after I've had a nap. So, let's go find someone to raid. Unless Bar Raider decides to break. Fabulous. All the tech issues tonight. Let me just quickly relink that. Twitch had a fucky moment earlier. Maybe it's something to do with that. Oh, ow. Thanks, Porthos. Okay, no, it's completely fucked. Okay. Somebody, anybody, tell me if there's someone live that we can raid. And unless it's one of my mods, I will type the command in manually. I'm sorry, Porthos, I'm not very comfortable when I'm trying to type, am I? Yeah, go on then, DMAC. Can you set us up with a raid for Adam, please? Beautiful, thank you very much. Okay, so we're gonna raid Adamification. Wonderful bean. Lovely, lovely lad. So, I will be back tomorrow. Holy shit, I finished before midnight. Oh yeah, he did DMAC's profile picture. It's a really good picture as well. I will be back tomorrow, because I finished early for once, with some more Tales of Monkey Island. I'm very excited to continue with that. And then we'll have some Hobby Happy Hour next week, where I will continue with the Porthos squig that I was painting on Friday. So hopefully I'll see you for some, if not all of those streams. And yeah, until I do see you all next. I'm just watching the raid thing tick down because I can't start it early. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking hands. And give somebody a hug today. Or tomorrow, if you're about to go to bed. Found family, pet, blood family. Somebody that you love. Give them a hug. Tell them you love them. Bye.